Monarch debuted on Fox on September 11th, and I want to begin this video by asking, what'd you think? For real. On a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being it was just garbage, 10 being it was amazing, where are you at? I'm asking for a reason that I'll get to in a moment, but there are more important things to get to right now, like, what does this scene mean for Susan Sarandon's future on the show? This video is going to contain some huge spoilers, so if you don't want that, tap out now. I'll trade you a thumbs up for it. For the rest of us, let's dive into one very, very dramatic hour of television. Here are the essential characters and the relationships to one another. Monarch tells the story of the Roman family, country music royalty who, unbeknownst to their fans, have some very dark secrets, like this one. Susan Sarandon is the queen of country, Dottie Cantrell Roman. Trace Adkins is the king and her husband, Albie Roman. Then you have their daughters, Nikki, played by Anna Friel, and Gigi, played by Beth Ditto, who in real life looks like this.
Shut the up.
Nikki is also a solo artist, and Beth can sing too, but she just didn't most of her life until the very end of this episode, if for no other reason than to set up the central plot.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown, baby.
There's also a son named Luke and a bunch of others that we'll get to as needed. Luke runs the family record label, by the way. Very early on, the audience learns that Dottie has terminal cancer. Womp. Her fans discover this too because of an article in People magazine. Some aggressive questioning from the media leads Albie to do this.
Now I'm saying no more questions.
Side note, I've been to a million country music press conferences, and I've never seen a media member wear a suit and tie. I digress. Let's talk about the elephant in the room before we get to Dottie's fate. It starts after the CMA Awards, and after Albie and Nikki sing a song called The Brambles. That's a Monarch original, by the way, and you can find it on Spotify or wherever you stream music. Tom Douglas, who co-wrote The House That Built Me, helped write this song as well.
So let all the mountains just fall.
Dottie tells Nikki she's going to die after an event called the Musicale, and
I'm dying Saturday night right after the concert. And you're gonna help me do it.
this all happens before the show's opening credits. To summarize, a queen of country music plans her own death by suicide around the time of a major moment in her career. Her 2 daughters, who are known to be pretty competitive with each other, know she's flagging, but don't know her full plan, and in the end, one daughter is at her bedside, watching her mother take her final breaths. The second part of this tweet by Mary Stella is what a lot of people were thinking as that played out on television. And then someone named Mr. Tuxedo Pants on Twitter asked this very pertinent question. The show was delayed. Did it have anything to do with Naomi Judd's death by suicide on April 30th? The answer to that is no. Monarch pushed the show back a full 3 months before the Judds matriarch died. A more pertinent question is if the show thought about changing a few key plot points, or if they did. We'll likely never know the answer to those questions, but you can be forgiven if you're a Judds fan and you thought, too soon. I'm going to rapid fire a couple of other important but not critical points, moments, and characters on the show because it moved really fast. I mean, I watched twice just to answer my own questions. The first is that Monarch is set in Austin, Texas, not Nashville. Nikki's husband is named Clive, and he's pretty much a dog. He says he's going to Los Angeles for a video shoot, but then his director calls Nikki and blows up his lie. That's what this was all about.
You mother!
I really love Nikki, by the way. Thought she shined during episode 1. Together they have 2 kids, Ace, and a little girl whose name I don't know yet. The up-and-coming country star we see is named Wade Stellings. He's played by Callum Kerr, who is actually Scottish. And this woman is called Kayla Taylor Roman. I was super confused here because at first we meet her as a rival record label executive. Then all of a sudden we find out that she and Luke had a one-night stand or something more recently. I mean, that's fine, a little drama, NBD. But did you catch her last name? Kayla Taylor Roman. She's a Roman too because she's married to Gigi Roman.
30.
Wowza. Fun fact, in real life, Beth Ditto is gay and she's a singer. In fact, she and Trace are the only 2 real singers on the show and 2 of the 3 Southerners. Her accent is legit. I'm real excited to see where this goes, and it's going somewhere because we've already gotten this in the trailer. Oh boy. You keeping up? I'd ask for a rating of the premiere, and here's why. We want to know the degree to which we should keep serving up episode recaps. If you love it and want more, give it 10 and tap subscribe. If you didn't, hit 1 and then subscribe because we've got some other great country music news, interviews, and analysis coming. I'm going to drop a link to our full Monarch interview with Trace Adkins in the corner in the description section of this video. We also talk a lot about Yellowstone on this channel and answer questions about that show. At the end of the episode, Nikki meets her mother by her bedside and actually helps her take the pills that kill her. I couldn't believe this. This was stunning. Why would she go through with it? If you can help answer that question, please leave a comment below. I promise to be respectful. I honestly really struggled with the show for this very reason. Gigi catches them both too late, which serves as one heck of a teased episode 2. So is Susan Sarandon done with Monarch? Not quite. Per Variety, old Sue will appear in several more episodes, looming over the show. Part of this is because the show plays out in flashback sequences, and part of this is probably her influence on her daughters. It's not a bait and switch, the Monarch team says, but she's also not the true star of the show anymore. That's going to be Trace Adkins, Anna Friel, and Beth Ditto. I gotta believe she'll be critical to explaining this scene, however. My theory is that Dottie burned down a barn that held the woman that Elby had an affair with all those years ago. We learned about that during episode 1 too. Like I said, it's a lot. The other scene that got glossed over was Dottie talking to her lawyer about the monthly payments in exchange for some sort of document when she dies. There's a cover-up coming, and we'll likely learn about it in episode 2 of Monarch, which airs on September 20th. I'm Billy Dukes for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.